Hello everybody and welcome to the introductory video to Xenominer. This is Trigger, and I do have Rimmer in the game with me here. We are just going to go over through a quick walkthrough of what this game starts you out with and kind of the basics of how it works and everything. So to start off, we built quite a bit here already. Right out here you can see the original crash site. When you guys start up a game, you're going to see a little crash site right down here, okay? Now, every one of them is going to be different. They all look the same, but it's going to be different as to where on the map it is, what the map looks like. So it is kind of nice because there is some randomization to the maps and to where everything else in the map spawns. Now, I'm going to stay inside because it is daylight out right now. I mean, I do have some pretty good armor and stuff that I have made already, but we're just going to go over the basics here for you. So when you first start out, you've got one of these processing cores. You've got just one, okay? One right there. One. And what'll happen is in order to build stuff, you can hit Y and left trigger, and it allows you to come in here, and it allows you to use the Center Forge 4D fabricator. Basically, you're allowed to go through and figure this stuff out. Now, if you make this Center Forge 4D fabricator, you're able to make a whole lot more than with you're just using your suit Center Forge itself. Okay, so you make one of these, you put it down, and now you're able to craft stuff. Now, when you first start out, you're not able to craft a whole lot. You're only able to craft a few little things. Now, as you progress along, you make more of these processors. As you can see, we have a whole bunch of them here. Okay, lots and lots and lots and lots and lots. And then, as you progress further and further, you're able to make new stuff, like this Amdentium. This is actually basically a bigger processor. It gives you 10 for a processing power compared to, I do believe these only give one, a Singlex processing core. Yes. Yes. So they only give you one. So this one gives you 1 for a processing power per each you have, and this one gives you 10 per processing power for each one. So as you can tell right now, we're at a processing power of 57, so we're able to build quite a few different things. Now when you first start, your armor that you first start with isn't the greatest, but it's armor, I guess. You start out with a normal helmet that, just allows you to zoom in a little bit, kind of like binoculars. You start out with a normal chest plate, a normal backpack, which is the Daytrek 2. And you start out with just a normal pick, which is the Resignator XJ5. Now, as you progress along, you can build better stuff. As you can tell, looking down in the bottom left-hand corner, I got a lot of stuff that's red. Why it's red is it's actually the hazard suit, so it holds up in the radiation a whole lot better than any other type of suit. Now also when you first start, you're going to have 2 of these little green things. You're going to have 2 little red things also down in the bottom left hand side. Let me see if I can make some of those red things. No, I cannot because I need aluminum bars. That's right. So anyways, so you're going to start out with 2 of the green, you're going to start out with 2 of the red. Now, the green ones are nanotech rad. They get rid of the radiation that you have. So as you can tell by looking in the top of the screen in the middle, you've got a little health output, okay? On the left-hand side, the blue is oxygen, O2, okay? So that's your oxygen tanks. So when you first start out, you're going to have oxygen tanks. You have 1. And then you have 1 battery pack, which is the green on the right-hand side. Now, using the pick here takes up battery power. Using your gun takes up battery power. So using that stuff is going to take up your battery power. Now as you progress along, you will be able to build Data Energy Relay 5X here. Okay, this is the first one that you can build. And that's that little green circle that you see on the map right now. Okay, that little green circle is what powers me basically. It allows me, as long as I'm within this green circle, which I'll show you guys here quick. So I'm still within it. As long as I'm within this circle, if I hit Y, I'm still able to access my storage, and I'm not using any of my battery power. No matter how much I mine right now, I'm not using my battery power. Now, to power this, you do need solar panels. You're going to start out with, I do believe, 3 of them. So you start out with 3, and I suggest salvaging your ship. Use it, okay? As you can tell, we did. We've got the solar panels here. Now, we also have some atmosphere redirects. The atmosphere redirect, or the atmosphere directs, those are basically more powerful solar panels. So as you progress along, you'll be able to use them to do whatever you need to do for powering, okay? The more you have, the more power you're going to be able to support. Now, as you go along, like I said, you build up your processors, you're able to do a whole lot more. You can make better stuff. Right now, I have on the Hazard boots, and I also have on the Sun Dog Hazard hood, and I have on the I don't even want to say that one, Parhelion Hazard suit. Okay, you can build an assault rifle. I mean, you can make all kinds of different stuff in here. My suggestion is try it all out. You know, do it, use it. The Outlander Op Pack is a very good one to have because, as you can tell, I'm able to have a total of 3 slots for oxygen tanks and 2 slots for battery packs. So it is very well suggested to get that leveled up as you go along. Now, a lot of things in here are confusing. They don't really make much sense. You can use different stuff to regenerate your oxygen. Ice oxygen refill is the one I suggest. It's the one that I personally use, and it refills everything up. Now, as you get these big boys, they're called, they're the bigger oxygen tanks. You're going to get more. Now, my suggestion to everybody that wants to play this game, try it out. If you like it, download Xenominer Swarm and download, what was that other one? Deathmatch something. Yeah, Downgate Deathmatch. Okay, I'm sorry. Downgate Deathmatch. The two of them, when you load them up after you get the whole thing started, it'll actually give you a code that you can enter in at the main menu of Xenominer itself. You enter that code in, and it will give you better stuff. Now, if you enter in both codes, you will actually start out with this Outlander OP backpack. You will start out with the Little Man 7, which is the second level pick that you have. You will start out with a you start out with a suit of armor that allows you to fly right off the bat. It allows you to use the jetpacks right off the bat. And you start out with an assault rifle rather than just a pistol. So if you like this game, you try it out, you like it, I suggest downloading the other two. Sure, it is another $2 to spend, but that $2 is totally worth it to get the extra stuff, because every time you start a map from then on out, you will start with better gear that allows you to be more successful a lot quicker in the game. Now, another thing that I am going to go through with you guys real quick, you are going to be able to find these towers right here on your maps as you play the game. Now, if you don't have a jetpack, they have little Xenotech gravity things that are usually right in the center. You jump on it and it actually takes you up in the air. And it'll take you all the way up to the very tippy top of this. And as you get up here, you are actually going to find a robot. That robot you can program to dig or to build. It comes with 2 preset programs. Those 2 preset programs are to dig a 1x2 tunnel, so 1 wide by 2 high, or to build a tower. Now, my suggestion to you is to look up online. I'm going to see if I can find the link for you guys. If I can, I will include it down in the bottom. What that link is it's going to be to a picture online that actually translates what that is, what the stuff is, because it is in a dialect, in a hieroglyph. There we go. It's in a hieroglyph, the print is for the robot. So in order to program it, you got to understand what that hieroglyph is. So what I will do is I will take, if I cannot find it, I will try and make a copy of the picture, and I will include the picture either in the video itself or whatever I need to do in order for you guys to be able to get that picture to understand it. But you can program it to do all kinds of stuff. I program mine to dig a 2x2 tunnel, and you can program it to dig as long as you want it to dig. And what will happen is as it digs, it actually fills up your inventory for you. So you can be building, you can be doing whatever you want, and that can be digging stuff up for you. So that is a very big suggestion to get that robot, because you can use it to dig up stuff that even your pick can't dig up. So when you first start out, if you don't have this leveled up pick, in that, you're not allowed to dig up much of anything. Like, you wouldn't be allowed to dig up this bloodstone that I have put right here. This bloodstone is something you're normally not able to dig up. Now, if you have the robot, though, the robot will be able to dig stuff up like that for you. Now, the only thing is bloodstone is something you can only get if you have the DLC. So if you have the other stuff, see, look, right here's the original pick. I can't dig it up. Okay. Now, if you do end up getting the other two and you download them and you get the little code to put in, you will actually get a higher level pick, and you will end up being able to get access to the bloodstone and who knows what else. I haven't made it past the, supposedly you can get up to level like 300 for a processing power. So depending on what level processing power you can get up to, there could be all kinds of stuff that you actually get from the DLC that I still don't even know about myself. So I do hope you guys enjoyed this game. I know that this right here was just kind of an introductory video, but it just is going to explain the basics of the game itself, so that way everybody understands what's going on, because it can get very confusing if you don't know what certain things are for, what they are, what they're used for, what you can do with them. So I hope you guys did enjoy this, and we will see you next time. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy the very first indie game that I have up on here. Here is another link yet again to the bot for the codes and everything for that, so you guys can check that out if you didn't happen to click on it before. Other than that, please do like, subscribe, rate, and we will see you next time.